Well, folks, I'm with the great. I can't say it. I want to say it so bad.
Yeah, he has a pet nickname for me that is not politically correct. And we'll just leave it at that.
Anyway, Steve, we had a great trip. But one thing I want to talk about real quick, because these are the Euro style trawlers, and you have your fly bridge and you have your lower helm station. And what happened was it rained on us before going into one of the locks.
Right.
It was about 2 days back. And you know what? I don't know if you realize this. We never even went back upstairs. Not one time.
We rolled down the visqueen, zippered it up, and came down to the lower helm and never returned to the top.
Yeah, but I think it gave you that concept of it, because we had perfect weather. It's 72, 70 degrees out.
Yeah.
We're having rain a little bit, so it was easier to drive from down here. And then we were going through a lot of locks, so I think that's another big indicator, because it was easier for you to maneuver in the locks right here. But you also felt that comfortable, like when you're not up at that upper helm. I personally don't like being out in the weather. And you do like, because you're a motorcycle guy, you like it.
Yeah.
But you also enjoyed your time down here.
Farmer, outside all the time. But,
yeah, right.
The thing I think, and we talked about this, you're out exposed to the elements. The winds all day.
Yeah, right.
It does, if the sun pops out, it gets warm. It's a little more humid. And, you have that on you for 8 or 10 hours. Your nerves get a little more frayed, I think.
Yeah,
I think raw. You have that little raw edge to you. Whereas when you're down here at the lower helm, and it's just like this,
Yeah, we're sitting.
You're not, if you're at the wheel, or whether you take a little break. Becky subbed and drove the boat for a few minutes. Just come over, sit on the couch, relax. So it's a little different than on the fly bridge. Yeah, you have the cushion benches up there, not quite as comfortable. Each has their advantage and disadvantage.
They do.
But it's very enjoyable from driving down here.
Yeah, well, and this boat has great visibility. And even the other day when Becky, show you a picture, but she was cooking, so she's enjoying the views, you're enjoying the views, you guys are cooking. And the boat has great visibility for driving it down here. It's one of the reasons you bought it.
Right.
But I'm glad you had that opportunity to experience that, because now you know the difference. Like, I felt less beat up when we were down here.
Right. And you talked about Becky up here cooking, the up kitchen.
Right.
So you've got the helm right here behind the camera, and right beside it's the kitchen, and you got the side doors on both sides.
Right.
So when she's not there and you're doing deck work, boy, you can just pop from one side of the boat to the other just almost instantly.
I can almost see you when you docking from down here. It's just it's a different, especially when it's the two of you, because it's so much faster for you to get out and help her. It's going to be hard to get from that fly bridge down to here.
Right.
The locks will be a little bit different, but I just wanted you to share that because it is nice having the lower helm. It is nice getting out of that weather. And it is nice to be able to drive the boat from down here, because when you do your overnight crossings, your radar's in this room. You don't have radar. You don't have it at both stations.
That's right.
So it's just like, it's hard to explain, but you just set your autopilot and you're just monitoring your radar and you just go. You know what I'm saying?
That's
right. Me and Bev treat it just like a regular day. It was just like. We took our showers, just because it was overnight. We took our showers. She'd watch her TV, and we were just, you're out of that weather.
I remember when you showcased the boat on your channel, and you really hit on the Euro style, the up kitchen, the double doors, and it didn't really hit me until I got the experience on the boat, operating the boat.
Oh, correct.
How big a deal it really is.
Yeah, right. And it's the value that you didn't know, but now you know. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there is value to that, and you could single hand this boat easier than you can one that you got to run from the fly bridge down here, or you don't have these side door accesses. It does make a huge difference. And I enjoyed it. We all were just sitting around talking and or me resting. You know what I'm saying? That person was resting, and so it was nice. It really
Some
was.
rested more than others.
Oh,
I won't name any names. Paul.
Well, now, Paul, from my viewpoint, I didn't feel isolated as a newcomer to the sport.
Yeah,
of boating.
because you're involved.
I was included, and I was
Yeah.
able to come to y'all and ask the questions. And just from my standpoint as well, Steve and I've talked about it before. He really thought, I think, that he was going to be up there the whole time. But because of the weather, it almost forced him to be down here,
Yeah.
and it made him realize, hey,
Right.
maybe it is a little bit.
Yeah, it's. I'm glad we got to.
Yes.
He got to see.
'Cause-
He 2 days up there and 2 days down
Because he
here.
probably wouldn't have if the weather hadn't.
Yeah, if the
Yeah.
weather hadn't changed on us, because he had me zipper it up. We were going through the locks, and he
Yeah.
said, "Do it." So
In fact, I made that comment. I think it was the first day. It was sunny. We were up there almost the whole day,
it was,
and it was warm. But Becky was down here a lot.
yeah,
And
right.
remember, I said, I guess Becky doesn't like us anymore because she wasn't up because she had things she was working on down here.
Right.
And so you got that separation.
Correct.
You're up there, commanding and driving the boat. She's down here doing, stuff in here.
I think it's called running up and down the steps, bringing you guys something to drink.
But being down here, then she could just say, "Get it yourself."
Yeah, right.
I did not.
She knows she did not do
She
it.
didn't.
But anyway, it did. Anyway, I just glad you got that experience, and now you can appreciate what you bought, if that makes sense.
It does.
It does.
Yeah.
You have that ability now to, and I'm going to tell you, those windshield wipers are more important now than ever because you really will. I found myself. I didn't think I was completely. It caught me off guard. I thought, well, Flybridge, it's what I always wanted. I'll be up there all the time. But in the end, on Loop Princess, I drove it mostly downstairs. I was very rarely, on a nice day, it was just perfect weather, I'd be up there. But for the most part, or just, we wanted to get away, what I'm saying, I just wanted, it was going through a beautiful part, I would jump up there. But for the most part, I was down here driving the boat most of the
You
time.
made the reference to the windshield wiper, so there's always a story behind all these things. But the covers are on the windshields and the side windows for heat, and so they hadn't been off a while. The boat had been sitting in the marina, so we took them off and we were going to put the windshield wipers on, and I couldn't find them. And so we did check, and the drive motors are working.
Yeah, right.
And so we realized that the owner had taken the wiper blades home, and so you retrieved those, but they were not in great condition. So
No.
that's another thing that we're going to have to
fix.
It's just basically replace. But the drive motors, we've tested the switches. The motors are sitting there and turning.
And you can kind of see now the value that you're going to have to put some time in that and get those working properly.
Right,
And
right.
not all the windows. Like, I only have my driver window on Loop Princess. I was fine with that.
Yeah.
But if you could get two of them, like the two outside or the two right here next to each other,
Yeah.
you're going to love it because
Yeah.
it's on a
Yeah,
rainy
'cause-
day and you don't want to go up there.
Yeah, and
Just-
because Becky wouldn't want to be out there with a squeegee,
Yeah,
squeegeeing off the windows as we're underway. So,
Anyway, I just wanted you to share that with the people of the folks out there looking that, these your Europa style trawlers or your the split. A lot of them have the helm down below, but some of them don't. And when you're looking at a boat, you got to really think about that because getting out of that weather, it does make a difference. It really
It's
does.
the best of both.
yeah,
Yeah, it does. You have the
It's a
best of both
combination.
worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, peace out. Remember, live life with no regret. We do. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.